Hi, Aquarius rising. Well, I finally figured out how to work my very expensive computer, so I don't need to do the whole explanation, which I won't be able to help myself, but at least it'll be shorter and you can have better understanding from the get-go. You don't have to just repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. So, having said all of that, I am going to first pull on Sun and Moon in Pisces, which is the new moon. And Pisces for you is in the second house of what you value. This does not surprise me in the least, seeing as your readings have been decidedly financial every time I've read you, but not in the good way. So hopefully this is a new beginning in that area. It will be a new beginning in that area. Whether or not that's going to be easy flow or hard flow? Probably hard, probably difficult is what I'm sensing. And the reason why is because, first of all, there could not be a more opposite sign, more, what am I trying to say? It's the opposite of money. It's spirituality and compassion and giving and, so there's that. There is that. And the sun in Pisces, a conjunct the moon in Pisces, is very dreamy. It's illusionary. Okay, first of all. As well as having Neptune in here because Neptune is in his natural house. So while Neptune does rule fantastic spirituality, it's in your financial house. And so I'm already sensing the way out for you guys in this energy. As I explained in the previous video, it's not easy energy because it's going to involve wounding. Oops. So, and the reason for that is we have the sun and the moon exact. And within a degree, right up on him, we have Chiron. So moon in Pisces is strong. Moon likes it in here. It's exalted. Is it exalted? No, it's exalted in Taurus. She's happy there. I was going over the things in my head. The sun, not so much. It's fine. But Chiron in Pisces, conjunct this energy, gives a dreamy, eerie quality to wounding. It can be, but it's all for healing. Okay, I don't want to paint the picture like it's some gross energy. It's not. But Mars is squaring right over to this Chiron. And Chiron, as explained, it's the place not only where you have your deepest wound. They say it can be from prior lives. I mean, I'm sure that's true. I can tell you in private, my own practice, people know exactly what it is when it's brought up. And so Mars squaring over to it, I'm going to go ahead and pull on that as long as I'm talking about it, is in your 11th house of hopes, wishes, and dreams. So there's going to be aggressive energy here. It doesn't have to be angry, but it is aggressive. Mars is aggressive. It's aggression, okay? So, and it's in Sagittarius. He likes it there, right at home. Fellow fire sign. So this can be passionate. It can. It does not feel that way, honestly. What this feels like for you guys, with Mars in your 11th house of hopes, wishes, and dreams, and the group, it is your rulers, Uranus. That's his natural domicile. So this is going to be a big one for you guys. So there's going to be some sort of aggressive energy coming at this new moon and your Chiron, your point of deepest wounding, and it's going to bring it up. So we got a financial thing, and hopes, wishes, and dreams. That house can be very financial. It's very lucky. So sometimes this kind of thing can play out by missing out on gigantic opportunities to bring back a wound that you're refusing to heal or look at. And the reason that we have to do that, why do we have to investigate wounds? Why? Because nobody likes doing that. Nobody wants to relive trauma, and we all want to just forget it. Is that healthy for your spirit? No. And here's why. Because when we carry around these spiritual wounds, and that's what this is, okay? Spiritual wounds are horrible. They're hard, okay? Because it's a crisis of faith. It's a crisis of betrayal of spirit. It's deep, deep stuff. And the reason we have those things is so that we can heal ourselves with compassion, which is what Pisces is all about. And that is where our greatest, in healing ourselves, it's our greatest ability to heal others. And they're, generally pretty serious things. So I'm not going to make light of it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I've only done one other reading so far, and it was heavy, okay? I'm not scared of heavy. Neither should you be. This setup I'm looking at here, you guys are having a very strong spiritual evolution with all of that energy in Capricorn. So that we got Pluto in there. Pluto in the 12th house in Capricorn screams, you need to get disciplined spiritually, okay? Because this is a long haul. Listen to January if you haven't already, because that's what it wants from you, is to completely burn to the ground everything you thought you knew about spirituality, your deepest subconscious, hidden things, secrets, wounds, that kind of thing. And that's what's up. That is what's up. It can be depressing. It can. But what I'm here to tell you is this discipline, that's going to be required of you, and I'm sure already has been. There's a lot of energy in here for you guys that is hard. You're up for it though, because you're geniuses. So I just pulled on Pluto and Saturn in your 12th house. I'm going to pull on South Node and Aquarius. Now that doesn't mean to get away from yourself. What that means is, because you're an Aquarian, you love everybody, right? You love people, all people. And so there's nothing you won't do for people, usually. You guys are very altruistic like that. It's in personal relationships that a lot of Aquarius rising struggle. And when I say personal relationship, anything required of you to be emotionally vulnerable. It's not that you're afraid of being emotionally vulnerable. It's just that you guys are typically, unless you got some major mitigating factors in your chart, need a lot of space and don't do well with emotional neediness of other people. Does that make sense? So Aquarius rising would be the guy or the woman who would go to concerts and loves being around people, except when they don't, and then they won't be anymore. And they would go with friends or not with friends. They don't care because they like the group. But it's one-on-one relationships where you guys can struggle. So it's no accident that South Node is here. I think it's kind of the opposite of what it seems. Leo, on the other hand, let's go over there in your 7th house. You've got North Node. This is where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a leader in relationships. A leader in your relationships. A Leo will sacrifice for others to a point. But they're leaders. So think about how lions operate. So you got, well, first of all, females rule all that business. They do all the hunting and the raising of the babies and all of that stuff and protect them. They're fierce like that. They're fierce about their family, their people, or other lions, as it were. And the male defends. Now, the male will die for his pride. However, he will make babies with the women, and the women will tend to him. It's very, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine type energy. And the prides are very small. They're not gigantic, right? And so leaders will sacrifice for their small pride. But they don't, you won't find female lions telling the big daddy lion, you know what, you go ahead and just go sleep some more. You don't do a fucking thing except defend the pride anyway. But you know what? I'll do that too. You take a load off. I've been doing everything all day, but you go ahead and go rest. And me and the girls here will will tackle this interloper over here who's trying to get in our pride. No, never, ever. Nor would he allow it. What I'm trying to say is it's the opposite of what you think. Because if my readings have been anywhere near correct for you guys, you are majorly sacrificing in relationship to the detriment of your tribe, your family, your legacy. So that's what I think it's going to speak to. But we'll see. I'm pulling also too on Jupiter in your 10th house of goodness and career expansion. It's intense. It's amazing. And he's in positive flow over there with your 3rd house of communication. Yes. Yep. This, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but this screams wheeling and dealing in business and money making potential. You guys are so wicked smart. That does not surprise me. Does not surprise me. You guys are quirky and interesting and have interesting ideas. And so this feels like pitching or something like that. Something like that. So finally down here, I am in your 3rd house, which is for you guys ruled by Aries. And so we have a Venus. Yeah. We have a Venus. Sorry. A lot of times when I'm reading, if I like zone, I'm feeling what it is and I have to listen. So what I was feeling on that one was that the female portion of this Venus Mercury conjunction here, this is an actual conversation, period, end of story. It's in your 3rd house of communication with the planet of communication. There's a conversation going on here. Your ruler, and it's in Aries, which ties in with this Mars over here in your 11th. Whew. I'm not going to lie, this feels very Pandora's boxy. I don't know why. Now I'm excited to turn them over. Lastly, we got Uranus in Aries, and he is positively aspecting Mars. Interesting. This feels like hardship that you're going to have to overcome, and you're going to be like leaping for joy after, but it won't be fun at the time. That's what I think. I don't know. That's how the astrology reads. You're going to have to overcome, have some sort of battle. Battle over money, resources, self-esteem, what you value. This new moon is positively aspected by Jupiter in your 10th. Hello. It just screams money, finances, career, money success. Well, it should be money success. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. I'm using, I think I misnamed in a video. Somebody pointed it out to me and they were correct. I'm terrible with names, like of everything. So, like you could tell me 500 times your name is Bob and I'll be like, hey Steve, how's it going? So anyway, I called this, I think I had I don't remember what deck it was, but I was like, this is the Tarot Illuminati. No, it wasn't. This is the Tarot Illuminati right here. For sure. I love this deck. You know why? It's a little, it reminds me, I don't know. I choose a different one every time depending on what I feel like choosing for you guys. Now I chose a bold deck for you this time. And that usually pans out, you know. And I'm going to clarify with, oh shit, what is this? Spellcasters. Tarot. Okay. All right, let's get in there. Sun in Pisces in your second house. What's being illuminated? Four of Wands. Oh, a marriage. Oh, go figure. Conjunct the moon. How you feeling? King of Pentacles reversed. Well, that's not you. We all know who that is. It's that asshole. Oh, interesting. One of you comments pretty consistently. And you know who you are. And I think you're right about the sign of this person. The Pentacle. And they usually do show up as that. And he's reversed. If this was a woman, I would say this is a money-grubbing whore. But it's a man. Doesn't matter. He's a money-grubbing whore. Okay? Greedy. So you got a greedy partner. Or a greedy person trying to get in there in your partnership. With Pisces. Oh, no. Sorry. Every time I look at Neptune, I say Pisces. I don't know why. Chiron. So what is the wound? I have to like prepare myself because I don't know if I've said it on this video, but when I start turning these over, I feel the astrology to a point, but when I really get in there, I'll feel whatever this is, and it's heavy energy a lot of times. So I apologize if I get weird. Okay, Four of Cups. So what we have here is a wound at some point in your life, probably very young, like preschool-ish, somewhere in there, probably, of feeling very disappointed, very almost like you had to, it's like denial, like you were in an environment, not all the time though. It was mostly good, is what I'm feeling and sensing and seeing here. And like this would be a situation where everything was fine. Everything was great until it was not great. So it's one of the, it feels like one of those hidden, secret-y, icky things that nobody wants to talk about. Abusive probably, but emotionally abusive. But I mean, that can come in a million different ways, right? Because it is cups. So your deepest emotional wound, man, this really feels like one of those things where everything was perfect except it wasn't. That's just what I feel it very strongly for you guys. So this would be like, oh, we're a happy family and we go on picnics and we do everything together and everything's wonderful and beautiful, and it probably was. That was probably true. And there were probably some other things going on that were very emotionally upsetting. It has a real flavor, feeling of feeling down and upset about something that would happen in your house and you were not allowed or did not feel that you were allowed to emotionally share about it. Okay. So down here, you have all these ones here that feel good. And then we got one up here. You can't acknowledge the good things because of the bad things, or you could only acknowledge the good things and ignore the bad thing. It could be as simple as you felt left out because you had siblings. It doesn't have to be that heavy. I feel it heavy, so I'm sure there's some who will watch this where it was very heavy. Okay? So, you're in a marriage or a committed partnership with a real asshole, and it's bringing up that feeling of an old wound is what's going on. It's probably affected your sense of self-worth and value, of what you deserve, what you're worthy of, kind of thing. So Pisces, it's your spiritual lesson, is Seven of Cups reversed. Okay, so what that tells me is what's up for the month of March is you got too much going on and too much you're wishing for, first of all, and you need to narrow down what it is you're going to do. And I feel it's financial, even though we got all these cups here. Money, for many, many people, is a very emotional thing. It's we substitute it for love, for friendship, for comfort, for intimacy. So don't be fooled. Cups aren't always just emotion. That's why the way I like to do it, it brings all of that in there. And this is in your second house of self-worth, value, money, that kind of thing. Okay? All right. And so this is negatively aspected. Well, it's a square. It's a change of direction. I try to be positive, I do. 11th house, hopes, wishes, and dreams. We have the Six of Swords reversed. Turbulence. So it seems to me there's something on the table here. There is something up for your consideration. And I think it's going to light a fire under you a little bit. Because I think this King of Pentacles has something to say. God, I hate that guy in your readings. Okay. That's what I'm smelling. We'll see. But in positive flow to the new moon, we have Jupiter in... Yay! Finally. I got an immediate hit on this one. You're like, what? You are waking the fuck up. Good. You are waking the fuck up. Somebody has rocked your boat. Woo! Love it. I do. I do love it. And I'm not going to lie. I think you are well overdue for a throwdown. Couldn't be happier for you. South Node and Aquarius next to you. What do you need to get away from? Yeah, I would say so. Get out of that mental prison, baby. North Node and Leo. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Ace of Pentacles. Yes. It's going to be this conversation. I already know it. For Mercury in your house communication. I feel a drum roll in like my spirit. Like, what was it? What is it? What? You mean to tell me that for the 100th time in a row, you have some asshole who thinks he's going to steal your money? I think you have something to say about it this time. Please be a good card. I'm so happy for you. I'm just so happy for you. He's like, oh, hey, baby. I'm going to need another deposit into my loserdom, or into my bank of craptastic partner. If you could do that right away, that would be great. And you're like, you know what you can do with your bank of deadbeat partner is go fuck yourself. That's what you have to say about that. Yay. Yay. Well, this is fun. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh god, I don't want to. Oh hell yeah. Yep. So for Uranus in your third house of communication, 3 of Pentacles. Nice. And that is positively aspecting. It's a little wide. Not too bad. With that Mars. So you have some sort of opportunity, work-wise, money-making-wise. And however that plays out, this King of Pentacles is like, yeah, I'm going to help myself to that. Or, no, you can't do it because I want to. It's something, because it's all about them every time I read you. And you're like, yeah, no. You're willing to have that fight. Why? Don't know, don't care. I'm all for it. What needs to be transformed in the month of March with Capricorn, Pluto, the Empress reversed? Yeah. I'd say so. Empress reverse. Well, Empress upright. Well, look at her, first of all. Inner power, and she is rich as hell. In this deck especially, because she's not all preggers. It's not all about her having babies and, you know, being pregnant with the earth. She's rich. She's got her own shit. You got it reversed. And so what Pluto wants you to do in the month of March is be like, yeah, no more. I'm going to be abundant and creative and all of that. Saturn is teaching you what in the month of March alongside this Pluto? This is the best reading ever. Oh, this is awesome. 4 of Pentacles. Hold on to your cash. All right. Okay, we're going to clarify. I'm just going to keep going because this is exciting. I don't know what it is he's doing. I say he because I'm looking at a dude. It could be a she. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. What exactly do they say or do to make you go, We have a gold on gold lettering situation. Can't see it. Of course he says something like this, asshole. It's something to the effect of, yeah, honey, that sounds amazing. Please do go ahead and make even more money while I make none, because I got plans for it. I'm super excited for it. There's some things I want to manifest in my life with your money, so yeah, absolutely, go ahead. Am I going to help you or, you know, in any way on that journey? No, of course not. Don't be silly. And let's see. I see why that would tickle that wound for you, because I think you have for a very long time been like, okay, marriage is the most important thing, so I'm going to sacrifice till I die. And kind of like sacrificing being honest about whatever that wound is. Four Cups. What about this wound? I want to set that up. Too many. Four Cups. Eight of Swords, 3 of Swords, and Judgment reversed. So they're going to bring out something that is going to be super hurtful to you, okay? I'm sorry. It's going to bring up that wound. So it's going to be reminiscent. It is. And the way out is exactly what I'm seeing you do here. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to take from me and not make a deposit. No, you do not. I am amazing. I am the Empress. And I'm holding on to my cash. And no, you can't have it. I don't even need to ask what all this anxiety is about. This is an anxiety-inducing situation. Ace of Pentacles. Well, it's a brand new beginning in cash. Let's see. Well, it's a tangible new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. What do we got here? Temperance reversed. It's a real message of here of you being willing to upset the zen of, well, your perceived zen, or how you would like it to be your story. You've been keeping the peace for so long, and all of a sudden you got Six of Swords reversed twice. So I am definitely wanting to know more about that. And you got Eight of Swords twice. So Six of Swords reversed over here in your hopes, wishes, and dreams. I simply cannot. Queen of Swords reversed. God, you are furious. Oh my God. Why are you so mad? Like, for real, you are on fire. Well, no, you're not. Let me take that back. You are cold as ice. You're like, look here, motherfucker. What drives you to it? I don't know, but you are furious. Like, this is chopping someone's balls off with your words. You know, for some of you, I keep getting this, like, he's the person who is taking all the resources you feel is taking from your children, from your family, from, yeah, you are just coming out of, this is just, you're waking the hell up. So, you know, I did Gemini first, and it was the same thing. There was some big deal situation where it was like, woo! But it wouldn't tell me what it was. So I'm going to stop, because it doesn't want you to know. Okay? What it does want you to know is that this is all for you. This is all for you. This is all for your spiritual development, your spiritual growth, and you are absolutely worth it, and absolutely warranted. It's like you've done a lot of soul searching, and this person goes too far. They just do. And you're like, oh, hell no. And you're going to handle it. Finally. Good for you. I'm so happy for you, and good. I'm so happy for you. Excellent. Okay, well, wow. Hard, but I love it for you. I really, really do. So be well. Be strong. You are absolutely on the right track for the month of March, when you are like, this is extremely determined, take no prisoners energy, and I think it's awesome. I really, really do. So, my lovely Aquarians, I have Uranus rising, so I have a lot of this energy. Although nobody's taking my money, I can tell you that right now. But you guys' energy is just amazing. It really is. I love it. And I want to see you expand and get out of whatever this is, and you're going to do it. March is the month.